Hi guys! Recap of, I don't even know what fucking week it was last week. I don't know. I just know that I'm 8 weeks out from my first show. I don't know how many weeks. Do you know what I have to do every single week to know what week I'm up to? I go back to the week of the 30th of March and I count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So last week, oh my god, was my 4th month. Week 16 completed in competition prep. We're officially 8 weeks out. Maybe from next week I'll start saying like I'm X weeks out, but then into what show? Because I'm doing like 3. Anyway, I'm a bit hypo because it's 9:15 at night. I still have 5,000 steps to do because I've been an unorganised diva today. So to pass the time, what better than for me to talk shit and update you all. So here we go. Last week was an epic week. We entered the week, my weight had been stagnant. I'm just getting my data, you know me. You know that I don't remember much. I can't remember what I had yesterday. So, all entries, let's go back. Let me just refer, I'm sorry I'm not organised. I just decided on the fly that I would do this now. Oops, I missed that email. Sounds like a tomorrow problem. Right, last week we started on the 13th of July, finished on the 19th of July. It's now the 21st of July. So, to be so fair, I'm doing this pretty soon after the fact. Be proud. So, from the 13th of July, we started the week at 59.3, which was great. And then you know what happened on my check-in day? I woke up at 58.4. Wild behaviour. I had a 900 gram drop overnight, and you know, I was just waiting for it to just, I don't know, yeet away and for it just to bump back up as it usually does, but it didn't. The next day I was at 58.1, then I was back up to 58.8, 58.4, 58.1 again. I stayed in the 58s that whole week. Rob was expecting that, it could possibly go back up because it was such a big drop. Your girl didn't. She did not. And then you know what? I know it's not until, you know, officially as of next week I'll tell you again about I'm embarrassed. My English is not good at night. That's my first language. Anyways, I'll tell you about it next week, but today I woke up 57.9. So from where I was last Monday to this Monday, it's pretty well a full kilo down. So pop off, divas. Hell yeah. So I'll obviously insert some pickies of how things are looking, but this week I probably don't look like it now. But I definitely lean down around my midsection a lot more. As I've said in the previous, my upper body gets jacked first, then my legs do a little bit, but then my midsection comes in last. It takes the longest. So that has definitely come in a little bit more, which is good. I'm officially home. I want to say homeless, but I'm not. Home alone. Ash left. See you, darling. He's out at work, out on like a field exercise for like 6 weeks. So he'll get back and I'll be a skinny rat. So I'm here by myself. Hence why I probably didn't get my shit together during the day, because I was just pinging about what I needed to do and wasn't thinking about, oh yeah, you know, should be in bed winding down now. But anyway, so last week he went away, and it would have been a really sad time had to have organised for my best friend Mads to come up for basically 2 days after he left. So he left on Monday, and then Mads got here Wednesday arvo. So I haven't really been alone yet, really, because it's Tuesday and Mads only went home Sunday. So you do the math. But yeah, so last week smashed majority of my work week out, Monday, Tuesday, and obviously Wednesday as well. Thursday, Friday, I still obviously naturally had some work, but I did as minimal as I possibly could while Mads was here. I trained Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then had a rest day Thursday. Mads and I trained Friday together, and then Saturday I had the posing class, and then Sunday I trained with Tayla. So all in all, yeah, it was a good week. Now, I don't know if I've done the recap on the week. I would have already. So probably 2-3 weeks ago, actually it was probably longer than that now. I'm so like lost with stuff, but I was doing 3 cardio sessions a week. Probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, Robert updated that, so now I was doing 5 a week. So basically every time I was at the gym, I've got my 20 minutes of cardio. So Mads and I, when we trained on Friday together, we did the Stairmaster together, and then same with Tayla on Sunday after we trained upper. I was like, oh, I really don't want to, but I have to get it done today. I was like, do you want to do it with me? And she said yes. So I've got 2 really good friends there, because there's only so many people I do cardio for. And so I will return the favour for them if I ever have to. So yeah, otherwise, last week, what else did we have going on? It was a freaking busy week with just lots of things on, but we are definitely on the leaner end of the scale now. Like, majority of my fat loss is done. Now it's just really tightening up and bringing out my shape, which is exciting. So to be now in the 57s is pretty cool, considering the goal was like between 54, 55. So we're pretty close now. So I've only really got 3, 4, maybe 5 kilos if I come in a little bit leaner than expected. But yeah, we're definitely getting at the pointy end now, and we are 8 weeks out from NZ, 12 from Worlds, and 13, I think that's right, from Thailand. So it is all happening so quickly. Oh my god, my screen just died, so my lighting will look different. And that's really wobbling. I don't know if I'm going to use this video because that'll piss me off. But anyway, we can't help it. The step pad's making it wobble. So yeah, let me just refer to my camera roll. Mads got here Wednesday. What did we do? Thursday we went to Merce and just had a sauna, did some recovery-based stuff. Friday we trained and filmed that, and I need to create that little reel of that. And then Friday night we went and did the heels class. My god. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen I absolutely butchered my knees because we didn't know where to get knee pads from. We looked everywhere and we were like, I can't really be bothered to, buy some from the place, from HBM, the place where we did it. I have big regrets. I should have paid the $35, even if I never wore them again. I woke up the next day, my knees were sore immediately as we left. And because it wasn't a heels class, it was like essential class. So it was lots of floor work, and it was good for to get out of the house and do something that wasn't food related. But my knees were like purple. The next day, the very next morning, I had to drive back to Slacks Creek for the TPI group class, and then I went back that way again after I dropped Mads off, and that's where I met Tay, and we trained at Fitness Cartel down there too. So that was like the week. That's what we got up to. Food was all the same, so I'd been on the same calories for yonks. My body definitely, Rob has pushed my cardio down way more this time. Like, for context, last prep I got cardio at maybe 7-8 weeks out, and that was only 15 minutes 3 times a week from memory. Don't hold a gun to my head and say, was that the truth? It was somewhere ballpark of that, and I think it got upped to 4 or 5 sessions towards the very end, but that was the bike, the seated bike, and any other the elliptical or the stepper. I never opted for the stepper, whereas this time I got the stepper 3 times a week, and then the seated bike twice. So yeah, a lot more cardio this time, which I'm chill with because my food hasn't been touched in ages, and I'm actually I go really well. I have my meals, I know what I'm having, and I eat pretty well 6 times a day. I have pre-workout, depending on when I train. That's typically always a crumpet or cereal. That's meal 1. Meal 2 is breakfast, which is always oats with berries and protein powder. Meal 3 is now edamame pasta with spag bowl. I've brought the edamame back. Don't hate it. It's great. And then meal 4 is my Wheat Bix in the afternoon with Yopra and berries again. Dinners are typically pulled chicken with salad and potato. And then I have my Ninja Creamy at night. And if you follow me on Instagram, Mads and I made the little low-calorie brownie that you make in the microwave. So I've actually still been able to have that with the Ninja Creamy. So that is my full day of food at the moment. And I usually have a black coffee or two during the day, my pre-workout, and usually a ghost can somewhere too. So that's pretty well how things are tracking. I'm still able to make everything work really well within the calories that I'm on. I'm definitely like energy-wise feeling like, listen to me. Yes, I did just have my Ninja Creamy, but it's only like 100 calories. So like to be at this time of the night and be like yapping away like this, I feel great. It's odd. It's really weird, and I reckon like the prep's the same amount of time, but obviously my food's higher, and he's just pushed more exercise this time, which I'm chill with. I actually probably prefer it. But I remember being like 8 weeks out, my first show, and I was a corpse. Food was a lot lower. I was also doing a demanding job. You know, I was a PT on the floor, so I'd work 5:30 in the morning, I'd work until 8 o'clock at night, and just have split hours, so I was just more wrecked, whereas I work whatever time I want to work. Like I do work business hours typically, but I'm still up really early most days, and tonight accidentally up late as well. 9:30 is late for me, so yeah. Anyways, this time around it's just energy's so much better. I don't really feel like I'm dieting. I don't really get hungry because I eat so frequently, and I'm lucky. Honestly, I'm lucky. I feel like for some reason I feel like, I don't know why I feel like I should be struggling. Like, I say like a lot, but, oh my god, my screen turned off again. Not that there's anything on it, it's just the lighting. For whatever reason, I just have this inner desire for this process to feel really hard. It is, I guess, challenging in some ways, but yeah, I don't know why. I want it to be hard. I don't want it to to feel easy for whatever reason. So anyway, that's just this weird internal dialogue that I have with myself. I'm like, oh, it has to be hard, otherwise you didn't try hard enough. But I'm doing what's expected of me. I never drop the ball. I do what I need to do. So I guess this time around it's not as hard or complex because some of the variables aren't the same. And I live like this all the time anyway, so it wasn't a huge displacement from my life. It's just, I feel even less peer pressured to do things like go and drink alcohol or, have meals out. Like, I do that occasionally, obviously, like usually once a week when I'm not in prep. But I just, I can be way more accurate and enjoy what I want to have from home still really well at the moment. So I'm just like, meh, I'm Gucci queens, but yeah, I think I'm rambling now. Anything else from the week that I can think of? Nothing relevant. Things are moving really well. Rob's happy. I'm chilling. And, oh, wait, do I tell you that this week or do I tell you that next week? No, I will tell you that this week. So, a little update with my bikinis. No, before you kill me, I still haven't booked anything. I am going to get off this when I get in bed and look at some flights because I haven't done any of that. I haven't booked makeup. I've meant to reply to a makeup artist and I haven't yet. But what I did do is I've organised my bikinis. So I've told you before that I'm hiring 2 and having 1 made. So last week on Saturday, was it Saturday or was it Friday? No, it must have been Friday because mail doesn't get delivered Saturday. So Friday morning, 2 bikinis got delivered. So Stefanka sent me the base bikini for the one she's making for me just to try on for size. And then I just sent her bulk videos like, okay, this is how it looks. Lol. And she also sent me one that she has made that I'm renting from her. So I went to just tell you the colour. I'm not going to, haha. But I want you to comment, let me know, or DM me something. I probably will put a poll on Instagram at some point and be like, what colours do you think I'm wearing this time? I'll give you a hint. One of them is a colour I wear all the time. So yeah, I want you to try and guess, but I'll give you one clue, it's not the same as what I wore last time, which if you saw, I wore orange last time. So there's that. But yeah, that was exciting to try it on. It felt really weird being able to not only have the bikini like fully ready, like the one that I'm renting off her was like fully done, ready to go, like I could wear it tomorrow. It just didn't quite fit me properly, so she's going to tweak it. But it was weird to see it on me when I wasn't stage lean. Well, because that was something last year. I didn't pick my one up from All For Me until 1 week out. So when I was trying it on, I was like shredded, ready to go. Whereas I'm still a bit like not stage lean yet. So that was the only thing. But I've sent them back to her for some little tweaks. And my other one that I'm renting off someone has been sent in the mail as of Saturday. So I'll be getting that this week, and that'll be the one I wear for New Zealand. So I'm excited as hell. Like, this is the part that I love, but it's also the part where my bank cries because it's freaking expensive. I had all these intentions to save a heap of money before we got to this point, and then I decided to change to a company structure, didn't I? So that's where, and then I made a really big investment in the business, and then anyway, who cares, whatever. So I haven't really done that, so we'll just be doing the things as we go, but whatever. It is what it is, my queens, right? I'm going to stop yapping, but make sure you subscribe. I do these weekly, and it's about to get really freaky, but it's going to be really exciting soon, so you don't want to miss it, okay? Love you so much. Talk to you next week. Bye.